What's up? What's up? What's poppin'? Hey, it's Nate Dogg 916 coming at you live from Sacramento, right? What's happening with y'all, man? I know y'all ain't seen no content on here all week. That's because I've been cooking. We had a really good interview with Badger, but according to technical difficulties, we're gonna have to re-record that. We're gonna have to reshoot the interview. So that kind of put us back on that, and that's kind of the next thing I wanted to drop. So therefore, I haven't dropped it yet because we still have to record it due to time constraints, me working and some more stuff. We ain't been able to get to that yet. More than likely, I'll set up some videos for today. Some interviews for today, and I'm gonna get on that. But I just want to come on here real quick and holler at my people, man. Holler at my people real quick so y'all can see we still here. We ain't going nowhere. And let's get something real clear. Like in your life, man, you might have struggles and tribulations, like you guys hear me talk about many times, and it's just all about I've heard a saying one time, and the measure of a man is not determined by where he stands in comfort, but where he stands in trials and tribulations. You know what I mean? It's something like that, and it's basically saying, it's like, yeah, when you cool, calm, and collected, you know what I mean, everything's perfect and everything's going good. How you conduct yourself at that point, it's not really showing everything you are. What really shows who you are and what you are and what you're capable of, and the kind of treatment you are capable of, or sometimes manipulated into, treating other people. That is all shown when there's some kind of controversy or some kind of stuff like that, and it all seeps to the surface. Understand that some people, sometimes anger can take over in situations, and sometimes emotions can get control. But the main thing we got to remember is that everything in life is a chance to learn something. And if you love your loved ones, or if you give a crap about your loved ones, then you won't just throw them away. You'll look at it as a teaching experience for them as well. If you feel like you are a wronged party or anything like that, it doesn't have to be a I hate you for the rest of my life situation with your people, And I say that to say this, that I try not to harbor hatred or dislike for people in my heart and in my spirit, because I'm honestly, if you really think about it, me hating somebody else or me disliking somebody else, how is that hurting them? That's like me drinking poison and expecting them to die. Like, you know what I mean? It eats you from the hate and disregard for other people, bad regard for other people, it's like a poison that eats you from the inside, because you're consistently worried about what they doing, and it's easier to just be like, hey, either forgive them and get past it for any kind of what may be seen as a transgression, and it's all about perception. It's all about perception. So it may not even be a transgression. Sometimes, things can be worked out and talked about. Wires get crossed, misunderstandings happen. That's part of life. But if you can't figure it out and deal with it, there's still no point. Like I've said before, there's still no point in holding that poison inside of you. Let it go. And if you don't feel like you can deal with that person no more, just don't deal with them. But you don't have to feel like you have to keep that as part of who you are, as not liking that person, or or hating that person, or even letting them know that you feel like that. Just don't feel like that and let it ride. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Life is still gonna go on, period. You know what I mean? And we all have to look out for self first, everybody else later. You know, I mean, I know people, you know, I do love my family above all, but at the same time, I gotta make sure that I'm capable of looking out for them. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm an emotional wreck, or if I'm like just consistently angry or harboring bad feelings towards anybody, that stuff seeps in to other relationships that you have, you know, and you only can hold so much of that stuff back before it starts to leak out and affect other stuff. And it can be detrimental. It really can. So I encourage you, if you're a subscriber of mine or supporter of mine, first of all, thank you very much. I really appreciate all the support and all the well wishes and good messages I've gotten throughout my whole journey. And it's so much more to come. Believe me, there's so much more to this journey. We're gonna we're not gonna change the world, like I said before, but like Pac said, hopefully we can spark the brain of somebody that does. You know what I mean? We gotta stop filling up these prisons, man, and then we gotta stop filling up these welfare offices, and we gotta stop filling up these drug clinics, and we gotta stop filling up these rehabilitation centers, and we gotta start figuring out ways to stop it before it happens, bro. Like it man, with the movement that, you know, me, myself, and Sandman and Dirt and Herc and shout out to JD, and shout out to Joey from San Gabriel Valley, and shout out to OG Badger, shout out to Cholo, American Cholo, you know, shout out to, and if I miss somebody, you know, hey, excuse me, man, salute, you know who you are, bro. You know, the people that are trying to affect change, these are the people that I want to be around. You know, I said this before and I'll say it again. I don't do YouTube for the money. I work like I'm going right now. I work for my money. You know, if I make some money off YouTube, cool. But best believe that any money I make off YouTube is being reinvested back into the YouTube channel. Anything. Like the people who donated, your monies were helped to, when Mr. Paul Scott was here, to pay for food. You know what I mean? Buy them breakfast. You know what I mean? Buy them coffee. You know what I mean? While they're here. You know, I use those donations for that. You know what I mean? For him and his son. You know, gas to go to the airport and back. You know, there's little things that money can be used for. You know, but, you know, please understand that I don't do YouTube for monetary gain. You know, don't get me wrong. If I make money off it, yeah, cool. But that's not the reason why I started this, and that's not the reason why I keep doing it. So, you know, remember, man, holding on to emotional baggage, you know, it's better to empty out the bags and deal with it and put the bags back in the closet and empty. So if you're my supporter, you know, thank you very much. Shout out live from Sacramento, man. Hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. More content to come.